Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. As you could tell from the title, it's going to be a very relaxed and chill kind of video. I'm basically going to pull out some products that I haven't used in a while, I guess essentially forgot about, and get ready with you all. It is the first day of spring break and I'm already over it. Yeah, so if you are new here, hi, hello, I give you an extra warm welcome. I would love it if you can click the subscribe button and hopefully choose to stay for a while. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you more than you know. So let's go ahead and get started. Okie dokie. For foundation, I pulled out this Kosas Revealer foundation. I have the shade 210. I already have my primers on. I went in to the Rhode Skin Glazing Milk What's Up Beauty Hydrating Primer for the perimeters of my face and Professional Matte Primer for my T-zone. Okay, so I'm actually going to mix a tiny bit of my Surratt Dewdrops. This is in shade number 6. It just kind of thins out the formula a tiny bit. Full coverage is not my jam. And this, when I add it in, it makes it a little bit less full coverage. So I sound like I'm recovering from being sick. At least I feel like I do. That's because I am. My kids got sick. I feel like I was just sick not too long ago, and then they got sick. It started with a cough and then the phlegm and the congestion and everything. No fever. It was just like a mild cold, but gosh, I just feel like it lingered for forever. Well, I ended up getting the cold. Just cough and congestion. That's it. Those are the only two symptoms I had. It was just rough at night sleeping, but other than that, telling you, spring break, and I'm over it. I'm only over it because 3 is a crowd. 3 is a crowd. I don't care what you say. 3 is a crowd, and my kids are very good at showing that yes indeed, 3 is a crowd. Yeah, so I have been recovering. I haven't filmed in, gosh, has it been a week already? I think so. Okay, but this Kosas foundation is really pretty. Forgot how beautiful it is. Okie dokie. We're now gonna jump into this Makeup Forever HD Skin Concealer. 2.1Y is the shade. So I am currently on a no buy. The last items I purchased were from Sephora, the sale. Before that, I had purchased the Unearthly Murky Meadows. My nose is so dry right now, and we'll see how this concealer looks on my nose. Oh no, so whenever the Victoria Beckham brushes launched, I believe that was the last thing I purchased. The only new makeup products I have coming, which I'm thinking this video might go up before that one, is the Unearthly Murky Meadows palette, and I did order one of the metallic lipsticks they launched, one of the new shades. Other than that, I don't have anything else coming. The only exceptions I'm making for my low buy / no buy is the Wicked Widow Psycho licensed collab. We did find out that the Givenchy pressed bronzer, the one that's going to have the 4 different shades in the pan, that's not going to launch until June of this year. And we still don't know when we're getting the Chanel concealer stick. This is the Nude Sticks bronzer in Bondi Bay. I think we'll use this. It's more of a bronzer, but it's fine. I don't have too many contour sticks. I have been enjoying the new one from Anastasia. It's been working very pretty. Today we're using makeup I forgot about. This is the Victoria Beckham number 12 brush. So I shouldn't be purchasing anything else for the month of April. Is it hard? It is. I definitely find myself looking at makeup, and especially right now they're having so many sales. Easter is coming. Sales typically happen during Easter, but just because there is a sale doesn't mean I have to buy something, you know? It's been hard only because I look at stuff, but then I tell myself, well, you're on a no buy, low buy, so don't even think about it. And then I kind of just forget about it. The LYS cream bronzer, I have the shade Harmony. It also sounds like quite a bit of you are on a no buy / low buy. Good for you. Things are kind of unpredictable right now. I feel like being smart about things is probably the best way to go. I know. I mean, it's loud and clear what we're hearing from all around us, from everyone, not just certain people. Like, everyone is being very loud right now. So just kind of, I guess, be smart. Oh, my battery's low. And make sure that your ears are propped up and listen and pay attention to what's going on. Let me change my battery. Battery is changed. I don't like to bring political stuff into my channel. If I wanted my channel to be political, then I would have made it a political channel. I do get some comments here and there sometimes where the verbiage is kind of pointing into that direction. I don't want to bring that into the channel. I want my channel to be a place where you can talk about makeup and not have to worry about the affairs in the world, you know, any events, because that's what we have other channels for. That's what we have TV for. That's what we have those channels that are dedicated to that, you know? I'm truly here on my channel because I love makeup. Using the Kevyn Aucoin blush stick. What shade is this? Awaken. It's a beautiful, beautiful tone formula. I think Kevyn Aucoin is so underrated. And I do want to dip my toes a tiny bit more into what the brand has to offer. Right now is not the time. Yeah, I'm only mentioning the whole political stuff because of a recent comment I got. And I'm not going to address it. I'm not going to say what it is. But it's just know that I'm here because I love makeup. I'm here because of you all, my subscribers. Applying makeup makes me happy. Sharing my love for makeup makes me happy. When I am purchasing new makeup, giving you my thoughts, opinions, everything, all of that makes me happy. And I don't ever want you to think that I'm pushing anything. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I pulled out this Makeup Forever Loose HD powder. I'm going to use this for my under eyes. And then this Beauty Bakerie loose powder, flower setting powder. Translucent is, I don't know what's going on with Beauty Bakerie. I don't think they've launched anything in quite some time, right? I do enjoy this powder from Makeup Forever. Alexa Chan is the one that influenced me to shop it. I'm pretty sure I got it during a sale. And it's really, really nice. Another powder which doesn't happen often that I can use for both my under eyes and the full face. Coachella is going on this weekend. I enjoy watching all the different outfits and makeup. I remember the day when music festivals were part of my life. Not anymore. Maybe in the future. What's the country one? Stagecoach. Stagecoach is on my bucket list. So maybe one day my husband and I will be able to go a camper or something and be able to camp out. The one that happens in Tennessee. Is it Waterpalooza? No, not Waterpalooza. Oh my gosh. I'm thinking about CrossFit. I forget what that one is called. So that is also another one that I definitely want to make it. It's on my bucket list as well. I've only been to Free Press Summerfest, which was in Houston, and Austin City Limits, which was in Austin, Texas. I never been to Coachella. I lived in California for so many years and I never got the chance to go. There's another one, EDC, is it EDC? That's the EDM, techno DJing kind of music. I'm trying to think what other music festivals there is, but there's quite a few popular ones and I used to be all about the music festivals. Okay, Easter's almost coming. You either celebrate it or you don't. If you do, this is the Victoria Beckham number 13 brush. What are your plans? I have never been one to make a basket for my kids, so they don't wake up and first thing they see is a basket. My sister-in-law sent me a flyer for the little Easter egg hunt that her neighborhood puts together. So I don't live in like a neighborhood. We have neighbors. We only have 2 neighbors. It's not a neighborhood. We are on a little over 2 acres of land. Our neighbors are pretty far apart, so it's not like an actual neighborhood. We live around farmland, so there's a lot of farmers here in our area. I'm using the Sephora powder contour, and then I did pull out this Gucci Eclat Soleil bronzing powder in shade 03. So since we've been here, we've been taking the kids to my in-laws where they live. It's not really a neighborhood, but the area, they like put something together for all the kids. Since they're so far apart from each other, we're talking like 5-6 acres at a time. That's how far apart the houses are. So they always put something together in the local park for that area. So if we don't take them to my in-laws, same brush, just the other side, then we take them to my sister-in-law's, which is also not like an actual neighborhood. It's the same situation where the houses are like 5 acres apart, but they just, for the kids, always put something together. They do have a little community building, so it's like a farmland kind of neighborhood. So that's where we've been taking the kids. And then also the little town that we live in, they're very family oriented, so they always have events going on, especially for the kids. During Halloween, they have the Mayor's Walk, which all of the businesses on Main Street have a table and kids go trick-or-treating on Main Street to each business. Just in case, you know, you don't live in a neighborhood where you can go door to door, you can go do that and take your kids to do that instead, which is nice. Really, really, really nice. It's a very neighbors helping neighbors kind of place, and I really enjoy that. Okay, I went ahead and put on the Rare Beauty Eye Primer because it's time for some eyeshadow. I have like 10 or 15 palettes here on my desk, and all of them are beautiful. I have so many gorgeous palettes. Oh my gosh. I always have such a hard time picking. We're gonna use the Nomad for today, and let's see what we come up with. Yeah, let me know what you're doing for Easter. If you celebrate it, if you don't, whichever. We don't go to church or anything. As a kid, we did do the church thing until I think I turned 6 or 7, and then we didn't do the church thing. I'm gonna jump into Chateau de Chambord. I do recall most of the time, this is an Alamore brush, the weather being like cloudy and maybe rain outside. So as a kid, I do remember going to parks and doing all the church events. But then after a certain time, that not being the case anymore, and my mom would hide eggs for us in the house. So not super traditional, at least not from what I recall. Just egg hunting. That for sure is something that I remember as a kid. So we just do a little, if I don't hide eggs for them, then we'll go somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna jump into the darkest brown, Neuschwanstein. I'm pretty sure Nomad is currently, as I'm filming, having a sale, a 25% off sale for Easter. I don't know if this palette is included. I want to say probably not because it's the newest palette. And of course, I'm on a low buy, no buy. So it's not like I can buy the Chicago one that I'm interested in. That's alright, they'll have another sale and I'll get it then. But so far, I'm really enjoying this palette. The formulas in here, it's really, really pretty. Okay, NYX glitter glue is on, and now I gotta pick what I'm gonna use for shimmers. I have not used these two, and I feel like those are for a smoky eye look. There will be a day when I do use it. I don't think I want, do I want purple? Let's do maybe this one and this one. Wicked Fairy. You know, when I do these like get ready with me style videos, I feel like I don't have too much to say. My life is pretty boring. Not necessarily a bad thing, because I wake up, if it's Monday through Friday, then I get the kids ready. I get my oldest to school. I get home. I start my workout, and it usually goes till about 10:30 at the latest. Then I cook breakfast for the kids. Well, it's more of a second breakfast because I usually have something for them before my child goes to school. She doesn't eat breakfast at school. And then if I have filming to do, I usually try to not start filming any later than noon. Get that done, then go downstairs. Hopefully my kids made it not too difficult to film. I'm gonna jump into that pretty light pink one. First kiss, get lunch started. And then by the time I'm done starting to cook lunch, it's pretty much time to go pick up my daughter from school. Since we are out of district, here they call it boundary for the school that my daughter goes to, because it's a dual immersion school, meaning they have Spanish and English. So half of her day is in English and half of the rest of the day is in Spanish. It alternates on whether she starts in Spanish or English. And in order for her to go to the school that she's going to, because we don't belong to that school, we belong to a different school, I did have to apply in order for her to get in. So because she doesn't belong to that school, like that's not the school she's supposed to go to, she won't be able to take the bus to school and home. So I have to take her to school and pick her up until she's done with 5th grade. Once she moves on to 6th grade, then she will be able to take the bus. So I have to pick her up. I leave the house like 5 minutes till 3. She gets off at 3:30, because if you pick up your kids from school, then you know how the lines go. I actually park and get out of the car and pick her up that way. But even that, it's insane. People get there really early and park to get good parking close to the school so they don't have to walk too much. So then by the time we get home, it's like 3:45, you know? And then I either finish up what I was cooking for lunch, or if it's ready, then we'll sit down and eat, hang out for a minute, see if my child has any school work, ask her, you know, what she did for the day. Next thing you know, it's close to bedtime. All 3 of my kids go down at 8. They either fall asleep right away or they don't, but they are in their rooms ready for bedtime at 8. And yeah, and the day is done. So pretty boring. And like I said, for me, it's not a big deal. I honestly don't care. My life was boring before when I worked, you know? It was like go to work out right after, get home, meal prep, do whatever I need to do, shower, get ready for bed, do it all over again in the morning. We don't do too much on the weekends either. Yeah, so like sometimes I feel like I don't have too much to talk to you all when I do these little get ready with me's, because I have or lead a boring life. Okay, I am gonna jump into the Blend Bunny and lens because I want, wow, do I want a white? Yeah, I want a white inner corner. I don't go shopping too often, like grocery shopping. When my husband is at work, it's just me, myself, and I. So, you know, I have to take the twins with me. They won't start school until next year, fall of 2026. Since they were born in February, they will not be 5 by the time fall 2025 school year starts. So they have to wait a whole other year before they start school. I can do preschool, but you usually have to pay for that. And why would I want to pay when I'm a stay-at-home mom? Okay, sorry, I had to stop recording because I got a cough attack. Anyways, yeah, so preschool, you have to pay for it. And I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I'm here. There's no need for me to pay to put them in preschool when I can just work with them on their numbers and the alphabet before they start kindergarten, which is kind of what we did with Harper. I did do for a tiny bit, what is it called? Mom's Day Out program for a little bit, but then COVID hit and we took her out. There was no need for her to be in there. it was only like 2 or 3 months that Harper did it, but she did fine. She's, other than having to work a tiny bit on her math, she's actually reading at a 3rd or 4th grade level. She's a really, really good reader, so I hope she keeps that up. Yeah, so I don't feel the need to put them in preschool until they start kindergarten. I could just work with them with their numbers and alphabet. Oh, this is the Guerlain Terracotta Blush, and this is in 05 Deep Coral. I do enjoy these. They're so hard pressed that you have to be specific in what brush you use with it. Yeah, the formula is nice, but I do feel like you have to make sure you have a good brush that works with this formula. Maybe I should have picked a different tone. It's fine. We'll make it work. Okay, I did go into the Melt Cosmetics brow pencil. Dark brown, I think it's the shade. I have not set my eyebrows yet. We're gonna jump into this NARS. I don't even know if this is available anymore. Capri, and it's just like the pressed powder highlighter. It's pretty. It's a little bling bling, but if I go lightly, it's fine. I can use it. I feel like NARS hasn't launched too much, other than just maybe shade extensions and the special summer collections. I wish they would come out with something new, like a new product. I still feel they're that girl, you know, that everybody loves, and a lot of their staple items are in a lot of people's daily routines, like the concealer in the little pot, the light reflecting foundation. I feel a lot of people still really love that foundation, but other than like special collections for summer and spring and the holidays, they're not launching too much, which honestly, that's probably a good thing. But yeah, NARS, I think, is still that girl. Okay, we are almost done. I'm gonna jump into the Makeup by Mario brow gel, which I don't like this. It does keep my brows in place, but this brush is just not it. I feel like you barely get any product for the price that you pay. I don't know. I won't be repurchasing this brow gel. It does keep them up, but I just, there was a few people, was it Steph from Babs Beauty? Yeah, I think she also didn't really like it. I think I'll stick for now to the ones that I know work. I do have on the lash primer, and this is the little mini Westman that I got. I probably have just a couple of uses left. I'm still not, I feel like it's too natural. I have to really build it up in order for you to see the mascara on my lashes. So that's why I decided not to purchase the mini to try it out. I feel like there's enough uses in this one to know that it's not my vibe. It's not what I normally go for. Yeah, I do have a mini of the Hourglass mascara that I need to try. That's next for me to open. Okay, I did add a tiny bit of the MAC mascara. Now, I pulled out a product that was my favorite, and I raved about this product so much, and I still love it. And it's the Huda Lip Blush Rosy Kiss. This is a lip stain, and it was advertised as being able to use on your lips and on your cheeks. I prefer to use it on my lips. For my cheeks, it only worked if I applied it to my brush and then onto my cheek. But going directly, it just didn't work all that great. But yeah, it stains my lips so nicely, and they stay on for a tiny bit. And the formula is so thin, comfortable, dries down. It's a fabulous lip stain formula. I love lip stains. They're just so easy. Can put them on, don't really have to think about them. I have a couple that I enjoy, but by far this one's my favorite. Melt Cosmetics lip liner in Cashmere. Yeah, it's a favorite lip stain, and I haven't used it in a while, so I pulled it out. Dominique Cosmetics has a decent one. Ulta Beauty has the watery ones. That one is really nice too. Just the tone I have is an orangey tone. I don't have the pink one. Maybe I should get the pink one. The lip oil that Rare Beauty was advertising as a lip oil, I want to say that's more of a lip stain than anything. That one's okay too. Not an absolute favorite. Yeah, this is just such a good lip stain. Look, do you see that? So pretty. Okay, I think I'm pretty much done. Let me go ahead and assess the situation and then we can end this video. I washed my hair, was it yesterday? It's not cooperating. Okay, here is the full completed makeup. You see these lips? Oh, so pretty. K-beauty brands probably have a really good lip stain that actually lasts. The new lipstick from the Odin's Eye and Morgan Turner, the liquid lip, the matte liquid lip. That one also I feel has like staining properties to the formula. I've also really been enjoying that. Oh, and the Maybelline Teddy tints also. Not exactly like this, but they do last. They last quite a bit on your lips. Okay, that's it. Should I put on? Let me put on. Okay, so I did purchase the Yum Bougie Marshmallow from Kayali. It smells so good. And let's add a tiny bit of this Versace Bright Crystal Absolute. This one's not sweet. It's just gonna give me a little extra refreshing. I like to mix my perfumes. Okay, here it is. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It's a pretty relaxing, chill kind of video. Like I said, my life's pretty boring, so I always feel like I don't have too much to talk to you all about in the get ready with me videos. But I always find something to talk about. Here's your little reminder to use older products that you have in your collection that you kind of forgot about. There's so much amazing makeup that I already have in my collection and that keeps being launched. But we don't need to buy any of the new stuff. We have beautiful, beautiful products already in our collections. As you could see, this makeup came out beautiful and stunning. All right, my lovelies, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. You have no idea all the comments, all the likes. If you use my links to shop, it truly all does mean the world to me. With that being said, do not forget to give the video a big ol' thumbs up. And also don't forget to click the subscribe button if you haven't already. And I will see you all on my next video. Bye.